Hi party people. So I just woke up and I won't have that much time by myself today because I've been with my friends at this beautiful property. It's next to a river. Like if I keep going down that way, there's a river down there. It's like heck of steps. If you watch my last video, I recorded myself while I was going up the steps. They're so cool. If you can check out my last video. Yeah, but this one, I just wanted to share how it's been kind of difficult, how it's been a challenge. I would say it's been a challenge for sure. And I'm aware that this wasn't going to be easy. And what am I talking about? So basically, I've been in Costa Rica for over a month and a half now, and I have a month to go. I have a month to go, and so I've been staying with my Costa Rican friends. For 2 weeks I was working, doing hospitality and reception work at a hostel. So when I was there, I was also surrounded by people from Argentina. I was surrounded by some people that spoke English, but it was still exhausting. That's the thing that I'm struggling with. It's kind of just exhausting because I'm around some really intellectual people. I'm around smart people. I'm around artists. I'm around students who are extremely talented musicians. You can't see it from here, but they've been having jam sessions, and there's all these live all these shamanic drums and just these bongos and conga drums, and they are incredible. And so their vocabulary is elevated. They're one of them, he studies all this stuff, so he can tell me the type of species this is and the type of bird that's making whatever sound is being made, and he's telling me these things, and I'm listening, I'm absorbing it, but at the same time I don't understand half of what he's saying. I get the gist. I get that you're telling me okay, that they do this, but I'm just well, I'm not gonna remember it. And the way that I function is I'm social until I'm not. I'm social until I feel like my battery has run low, and now I need to kind of be by myself and miss people again, because sometimes I miss me. Sometimes I miss me, and that's kind of what this is, me having this YouTube channel, because this is a safe space for me. I'm speaking to a lot of people, but it doesn't feel like it in the moment. I'm aware that that's what the intention is, and that's where it's going. I'm sending these airwaves out, but as of right now, I'm just by myself. So I am an introverted extrovert. I like to be hermited a little bit, and so I'm being surrounded by people, beautiful people, but people nonetheless, and they're my age range and stuff. They're really amazing people. I'm just so inspired, especially because these people are so present. So that's another thing, right? Everybody is so present here. I haven't really seen very many people on their cell phone. We've been seeing the most beautiful things, and I just haven't I haven't even filmed the river yet, because I feel weird when I pull out my phone. And that's what my last video was about, and just how the struggle to vlog for you guys, and how there's an internal struggle there, because I want to show y'all these things, and because I'm not really too caught up in I want to record everything and make sure I don't forget anything. I feel like I'm never gonna forget being here at this river. That's period. I don't need to see it and to be able to, oh, that's what it looked like. I don't need to recall in the future and see the river to be able to recall the feeling and bring up what I felt when I'm in the water. I spent 45 minutes, maybe more. I spent an hour in the water yesterday, and then I was in the water the day before for maybe honestly, yesterday was probably an hour and a half, and the day before was probably 45 minutes, because the first day I wasn't really in for very long, because I didn't go at the right time, and it started getting cold, and I don't like being cold. And now that I think about that, oh my god, the sky is white, so it might actually be kind of cold today. I hope it clears up, because yesterday the day started off like blue skies and everything. But anyway, let me get back to my message. Basically, like, I'm just sharing, I'm just documenting my journal and just sharing with you guys like what it's like traveling, the way that I travel, because the style that I travel, first of all, I'm by myself, right? I flew out here by myself. I'm leaving alone. And so I'm just linking up with the people who I've already met in this country, because I did study abroad here. So I met people. Ew, crusty dusty. Like I said, guys, I just woke up, and I just woke up. Anyway, so just listen to the mess. And so yeah, so I met people out here, and I've been visiting them, and they've been, you know, embracing me and bringing me along to their rendezvous. And so this is another rendezvous for New Year's Eve, and it was so amazing. So amazing. We had a fire going, and like 20-30 people around this fire. It was actually more, like, it felt like so many people, but there was just people in different areas, like some people in the kitchen, some people, like, there was just people everywhere, and it was just so beautiful. We were barbecuing meat and like chicken and sausages and stuff, like very Costa Rican style, with like tortillas and everything. People from Colombia I met that live here now, and there was this all girls drum circle, like all these dope African drums and shamanic drums and stuff, with tambourines and maracas and different like wind, like shakers, rain shakers and stuff like that. It was just cosmic and extremely full of energy and electrifying and powerful, quite frankly. It was very powerful. I feel very honored and privileged to know my friend who invited me here, one, and just that this is a reality that I was able to conjure up. I really don't want anyone to interrupt me, because I don't like making videos in front of people. That's something I need to situate, or maybe I don't need to ever try to like learn how to vlog in front of people, because sometimes that shit cringes me when I see people with their phone out. At the same time, it's like, go you though. To each their own. I just feel like I don't really like vlogging in front of people. I try to be a good influence, honestly. Like, I try not to be on my phone. It's like when you're around kids. Like, I'm gonna be on my phone, but I'm gonna try not to be on my phone around kids. Or like, even if I smoke, like, I smoke, but I don't want to get comfortable smoking around kids and stuff like that. Like, there's just, I don't know, there's just certain like boundaries, certain things that I feel comfortable with, and I need to stop questioning that. Like, sometimes I need to stop feeling like everything that I'm doing, that I don't exactly know why I'm doing it, or if it seems like, I don't like having hard no's in life. Like, I don't like being like, okay, I don't do that, or I won't do this. I try to be flexible, and anytime I feel like I do feel like I'm definited on something, that's not a word, but every time I feel like I'm like that with something, sometimes I think it's because of my subconscious mind, because of like some childhood trauma programming manifesting itself in a specific behavior. So I really be questioning that sometimes, like, why do I do the stuff that I do? And I'm doing that work right now. I've been doing that work, but I just feel like as we get older and we collect more information, more data, and we realize more about the world and more about ourselves, like, it's like an onion, and we're just peeling back layers of what the heck is going on with us and why things are going on, how they're going on. Like, what happened when our onion was tiny and before it started growing all these layers? What happened in that core, in that nucleus? Like, what's running the show here? And the thing is, the beautiful thing, side note, but the beautiful thing, well, really, this is all related. You're tuned into a specific frequency, so anything that comes out of my mouth is going to be related to manifesting, the subconscious mind, magic, literally creating things with your mind, like creating things with your thought, thinking things, and then boop, there it is, you know, having faith, how to strengthen your faith. I am not one for doubt. I'm not one for staying, like, regurgitating situations I don't like, or situations I don't want in my head, and be like, oh, I don't want that, or I don't. Okay, cut it out. Like, what do you want then? Like, okay, focus on what you want, because your energy is your attention is programming. You're headed towards the direction of whatever you're thinking about. And so if you're thinking whatever you're thinking of, you're headed that direction. And so I'm gonna end this video before somebody pop out on me and I end up awkwardly ending it. But anyway, so yeah, that's how I feel about this. Like, to learn a language is very interesting, right? Like, to turn on, that's the thing. Okay, for example, let's say I'm just chilling right here, right? And somebody comes up to me and they start speaking Spanish. My brain, with the first 2-3 words, once I realize they're speaking Spanish, because some people's, there's like 3 people here that can actually speak English, and so it's not very good, and sometimes I don't even understand their English. My sister, I understand hers for the most part, but oh no, it's starting to rain. I honestly don't care. I'll get in the water even though it's raining. Yeah, even yesterday, like, I was really having to be like mind over matter at some point with the water, because even though the sun was out, it was like partially cloudy and I was feeling so cold, and I was like, but look at this rock right here. This rock doesn't get cold. Like, what is cold? Like, this is just temperature. It's all relative. Like, what's an extra 5 degrees, you know? And I didn't like that. Oh, it's starting to rain. But yeah, I didn't like that. I was like about to get out the water. I wanted to be in the water. I just wanted to be warm in the water. And I just didn't like that. I was like being scary. Like, I don't like fear. Like, whenever I do something, like, I look at it. Like, whenever I say certain things, like, I really examine it, and I try to be so self-aware and present, right? Like, try to be present and be like, where's that coming from? Like, is there any fear in that? And I feel like being cold in the water, getting out because I don't want to be cold, that's fear. Like, that's fear. That's something that I need to get over. That's a mental thing. Like, some of these issues that we have are so small and they're not actually issues, right? Like, an actual issue is like, oh man, somebody passed away and now we have to figure out what we're doing now. Like, we all have to regroup, right? There's real actions that need to be taken. There's real community that needs to come together and figure things out from there. There's real grieving that needs to happen. There's real actions we can take to get through the process of everything, right? Your reality actually changed. You do have to stop what you're doing. Depending on who, you do have to stop what you're doing. You do have to attend to this situation. It is pressing. It is urgent, right? That's a real problem. Wanting to get out the water because, the temperature didn't even go down that much. Like, it was partially cloudy. Like, the clouds were thin. So I was just like, but my body was reacting to it. I'm just like, okay, chill, body. Like, body, you're being dramatic. Like, not to gaslight you, but body, you love this water, and the sun is probably going to come out in 3 more minutes or less, because, you know, the clouds are always moving, so situations are always changing. Like, so lessons from the river. If you've been watching this series, you know I've been getting a lot of lessons from the ocean. And so I was in the beach, I was swimming in the ocean for like 3 weeks straight, like almost every single day. And like at least 10-20 minutes, you know, just getting in that water. And so now I was in that river yesterday, and I'm going to speak more about the lessons from the river, especially after today. Today's my last day here. We've been here since New Year's Eve. And so, yeah, but I gotta go poop. I just woke up, like I said, I gotta go poop. I need to go brush my teeth, figure out what we're doing for breakfast. I want to make pancakes. Like, if you take oatmeal, this is traveling, I'm gonna make a video about food to eat while you travel, like food that'll really sustain you, but that's typically cheap, and you can like buy it in bulk, and it's like easy to carry, preserve, and stuff like that, whatever. But anyway, so for breakfast, one of my favorite things is putting oatmeal with half oatmeal, half water, and an egg, and mixing that. It can be seasoned a little bit, and then honestly, I wish I would have just brought tissue so I could just poop out here, because this is like camping. Like, there's some people that actually have tents that like camp. But anyway, I'm not gonna poop out here. I am gonna go to the bathroom. It's just the bathroom's in the kitchen, and like, y'all know how awkward that is when like everybody know they know what you just did. And I'm a lady, I don't poop. I can't let these people know I poop. But anyway, make sure you like the video, please. I really, oh my God, y'all don't understand like how happy it makes me seeing that these views are going up, because I've been trying at YouTube for a long time. Like if you go to some of my oldest videos, I probably have videos from 10 years ago. Actually, I know I do, because I did study abroad. Actually, it was 8 years ago, but I did study abroad 8 years ago, so I know I have videos from 2016. But regardless, subscribe, like the video, and I'm gonna make some more for y'all. I hope y'all are enjoying your new year, and yeah, peace out.